Hey gang, Spada here, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Energon Deluxe Demolisher. Now, as you may or may not know, Deluxe Demolisher from the Energon line is actually a rebuilt Armada Demolisher. He was blown up darn good, and Megatron took a spark and put it in a new body. As you can see, his alt mode is that of a dump truck, a very big dump truck. He does have a kind of an attack mode in this, or attack gimmick in this mode, where you raise up the dump truck and you kind of turn it around, and he can shoot missiles, and all the missiles are controlled by these buttons here. Now, only the bottom 4 missiles will shoot. The top 4 missiles are just kind of there for decoration. Transformation for this guy is really, really simple. In fact, it is very reminiscent, or if you go back and look at my T.F. Hercules Heavy Labor review, that transformation is very similar to this transformation. First, we'll start off by splitting the rear wheels apart to free up the bed here. I just like to lift that up and get it out of the way. Swing the rear down and fold out the feet. And then when we do that, we'll just stand the figure up. With the figure standing up, what we'll do is we'll actually latch this into place like that. Then take these sections and fold them out and down. Now, they don't lock into place, which is a real shame. I really wish they would lock into place, but they don't, and they don't, like, latch onto anything. It would be nice if maybe the chest came forward a little bit, and you could latch it underneath, right over the wheel wells. And we just fold out the arms. Then we take this whole rear section and kind of lift up on the front, and then flip it around, and then push it back down. And there's the head. We just kind of have to move it and situate it such that we can then fold down and flip out the head, and that can be a little bit challenging sometimes. And once we get the head up, lock the back into place. There we go. Now, as you can see, the head for Demolisher is significantly different. Now, in Japan, in Superlink, this guy was known as Iron Tread, not Demolisher, which I kind of like that name a little better. Works a little bit better for me, but overall, hey, whatever. This figure is pretty cool. Its posability is very nice. We've got a swivel and a ratchet joint here in the hip, and then a bending 90-degree bend joint at the knee. Head is on a ball joint, but it is a little bit limited, simply because you can't, if you move it too much, you're going to start moving the chest. Arms, swivel joint here at the shoulder, spinning joint here, then a 90-degree bend in the elbows. No movement in the arms. Attack mode. There is an attack mode. Again, we lift up on the middle section and put the head straight up like that, and then turn it, and then push it back down. So that is his official attack mode right there. I prefer to just have him up like this, unpeg that, and just have it lift up. You could just hold it up with your finger or whatnot. That works a little bit better for me, but hey, whichever way you would like to do it is fine. Negatives. The only real negative is this back is really heavy compared to the rest of the figure, so it is a little bit top-heavy, but thankfully he's got nice big heels to mitigate that. And the other thing I don't like is I can't stand the fact that the Decepticons, at some point, all got this weird translucent plastic. It makes no sense for the figures. You've got this translucent plastic. I guess it's supposed to represent Energon or the hyper mode, but it doesn't really make sense, and it's pretty much useless. It would have been better if they just got it painted matte green, but what are you going to do? So overall, this figure is pretty good. Transforming him back is exactly the same process as transforming him too. Just disconnect the bottom part, fold it down, lift up that part, fold it back, or flip it back, and push it back down, and then reattach the legs to the bottom of the bed here, Take the arms and just kind of fold them up back into place. And as I said, overall, he's a pretty good figure. Simple, very easy to transform, a great figure for kids. Really a great figure for kids. I really can't stress that enough at how good of a figure this is for little guys. So if you can, I would pick this guy up, but you might want to look at other Energon figures, as this one is, as I said, pretty simple.